Hello, Gillis Suite. Today's Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Welcome back to more Crafting with Krivak. Boys and girls, I'm excited today because we're going to be making some toilet paper flower stamps. Let's take a look at what you're going to need. Here we go. First and foremost, you're going to need to find or save some toilet paper or even paper towel rolls. What do I mean by that? At the end, when you're all done with all the toilet paper, the little cardboard roll that's left. Then you're going to need your paintbrush, some paint, your scissors, and some paper. Let's go ahead and look at the directions. Step 1 says take one end of the toilet paper roll or paper towel and cut a flower petal design all the way around. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so I'm going to take my toilet paper roll and I'm going to go ahead and cut a flower design. Now the design I want to do is I want to make little tiny cuts like this. Now, I've got my flower petal design cut all the way around the roll. Now, let's go back to the directions. Step 2 says, gently fold back the flower petals you just cut out. So, I'm going to gently fold these outward, these flower petals, and I'm going to kind of press down. I kind of want them to curve out. Now when I get them to curve out a little bit, like I have right here, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down on my paper and I'm going to slowly push my flower petal design down. And this is going to be my stamp. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. Let's look at step 3. Test your toilet paper stamp without paint. So I just did that. I tested it and it looks like it's going to work. Okay. Step 4. Paint the flower petals with your favorite color. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use another one that I cut apart. And they're a little bit smaller petals. And I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to go ahead and paint this one the same color as a dandelion, because that's where I got this idea from, or this design, flower petal design. And remember, boys and girls, when you're using paint, you want to make sure, first of all, that you have grown-ups' permission. And second, you want to make sure that you have some kind of protection down on the counter that you're painting on, so if you spill the paint, it goes on like this mat that I have, not on the countertop. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around. I want to make sure I get enough paint on each one. Now this cardboard is absorbing some of the paint, so I have to kind of go back and make sure that it does have paint on it. Okay, now I'm going to go wash my brush out in some water that I have, and I'm going to dry my brush with a paper towel. All right, let's see how it turns out. I'm going to go ahead and turn my flower stamp over. I'm going to press it down, and I'm going to just use my finger and gently push down on some of these petals around the outside to make sure that they do touch the paper. And now I'm going to lift it up. Okay, there's one. Now, let me show you another stamp that I made. This one I made in a circular pattern. So for this one, I want This one, I think I'm going to make this one an orange flower. Or, better yet, maybe I'll make each petal a different color. So let me do orange. And let's see, what other color would look nice with orange? How about blue? Let me open up my blue. And now I'm going to paint the other side, or the other petals, blue. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now let me go ahead and do this stamp. I'm going to slowly push it down. I'm going to take my finger and gently tap on each petal to make sure that the whole petal stamped the paper. And now I'm going to lift up. Voila! And I've got one more flower design I want to show you, my rose that I made. And I already did some practice, so that's why it's already red. So let me go ahead and paint my rose petals. Don't need a whole lot of paint. And actually, I was kind of thinking that when I'm done with these stamps, I might be able to just save these stamps, and I could probably make some artwork with them. All right. Now let's go ahead and stamp my rose. Okay, again, I'm going to use my finger, go around the edge, and make sure that my rose petals are all touching. And I'm going to lift up. Okay. Now, let's look at the next direction. Step number 6 says make as many flowers as you want or as much room as you have on your paper. And last step, number 7, says now finish each flower by painting a stem. So, I've got my green paint, and now I'm going to go ahead and paint my stems. And I want to put some leaves on the bottom of my stem. There's one. I'm going to make this one kind of curve. There's 2. And now for my rose. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn my toilet paper towel stamp flowers around so you can see them. And boys and girls, if you'd like, you can use more paint, or you can use your crayons or markers, and then even color inside the flower stamps to put a center. So next time, I'll show you my finished project. Boys and girls, I hope you have a great day. Take care.